Hi guys, welcome to Car Garage. Today we'll be reviewing the new Skoda Slavia. This is the 2021 upgrade and this replaces the Skoda Rapid. This car should compete with the likes of Honda City and Hyundai Verna, which are basically the rulers of this segment. And the Skoda Rapid has been trying to make its place in the segment since the past 10 years almost, but it hasn't been able to make a huge dent in the segment. They've been selling constantly, but it has never been the top of the charts. So they hope to change that with the new Slavia. And with that, let's start the review of the car. At first, we can see that this gets LED DRLs, which look very beautiful, and the headlights are actually very angular in shape. They get Skoda crystal lighting, and the bumper is actually well connected to the car. It feels like one with the car. The front grille is actually a glossy black, and it's surrounded in chrome. Outside rear view mirrors get a black finish, and they have turn indicators mounted over them. The alloy wheels also have a very interesting design, and the fog lamps are also all LED units. With that, we come to the inside of the car, where we can see that the Skoda Slavia offers an automatic, and it's a fairly simple system. You can actually control it with a simple swipe down, swipe up, and it gets a manual mode as well. The aircon vents are very well designed and they flow right into the dashboard. They also are covered next to a wood garnish, so it gets a wooden finish for the dashboard. It gets a decently big, an 8 to 10 inch touchscreen for the front, and the main attention seeking point of this car should be the center console for the driver, and that is an all digital unit. There's a lock unlock button placed right on the hazard lamps, which are in between of the two front aircon vents. It gets a dual zone climate control, as we can see, and that's gonna be one big selling feature of the car. On the steering, you get two mounted controls, one for the volume, one for the MID, and right under them is a cruise control button. There's 4 power windows, of course. The switches feel basic. The panoramic sunroof feels massive, and that is again a very good feature. The seats are finished in Alcantara leather somewhat, and we can see that they have 3 adjustable headrests in the rear as well, although sitting 3 would be a difficult task. You get 2 rear USB-C charging sockets and an aircon vent, 2 front USB-C charging sockets, and that's a very good feature because mostly nowadays phone come with a charging socket that is Type-C only. The dual zone climate control, again, as I said, they focused it because it's going to be a good feature. The sound system will be I think about a 12 speaker sound system because it seems very premium. You can select the drive modes of the car. It gets 4 modes: eco, normal, sport, and individual. In individual, you can customize the drive modes according to yourself, and with that, we can see the interior actually gets a very complete look. It reminds you of the Skoda Superb, so it can seem like a baby Superb actually. The rear people actually get enough space, I feel, because this was the lacking point of the Rapid, so the rear seats would get more space now. The central console, of course, gets many adjustable dials. It's a very good unit. Skoda actually does well in making these display units for the center console. They're actually good in that segment, and I think this is a segment first, of course, that this car brings. The LED headlamps seems very amazing. The fog lamps are also all LED units. The car gets 4 disc brakes, I think, in the top version. And with that, we can see Skoda crystal lighting, which is mentioned right there. So it's going to perform extremely well on the highway. I feel that this is going to be a highway car for everybody. It gets swiping type indicators in the rear and all LED tail lamps as well. You get a boot light, and with that, we come to the end of the video. The boot specifications and the space will be revealed later on. So let's wait for the launch of this car on November 19th, and we will definitely try our best to be the first to review it as well. Thank you.